Hello, everybody. We are back again. The show is called TBR Solution Sports Forum. You know, we know there's quite a lot happening, especially during this time of off-season. I don't know whether it's a question of leadership that is required in football, but there's quite a lot to discuss. We saw that Matthew Booth, you must be remembering Matthew Booth, a former Mamelodi Sundowns player. He feels that both Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, they don't do enough to catch up with Mamelodi Sundowns. He does not see them catching up with Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know whether you agree or disagree, although he qualifies it and says when it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, it looks like at least the gap won't be too much. He's worried about Orlando Pirates that they seems not to be willing or showing that interest of closing the gap between themselves and Mamelodi Sundowns. So I don't know whether you agree with him or disagree. So let's discuss that. Let's see. Kaizer Chiefs, we've seen that Kaizer Jr. has proved to be the correct leader at the right time. He's not afraid to go out there and show that they get the right people. Hence, I'm saying, does football needs leadership? Because look, right from the beginning, he started to make the right noise that we need Arthur. He's the right person at Kaizer Chiefs. And he made it a point that that was done as early as soon as the league finishes. Not only that, he stabilized the entire technical staff, and over and above him, they went out getting players. Sorry, they went out getting players and ensure that they have enough material that can take them to another level. But I see not only that, they have roped in even guys in the technical staff to search for the right talent, starting from when they brought in Mr. Ntseki as a technical director, or as somebody who's going to look after the trainer side of things of the team from grassroots upwards. So that on its own shows that at least they are serious about what they're doing. Well, as much as I was very critical about what Orlando Pirates did, but finally they've appointed a coach and they're buying players. So we see that there are players that they are buying and there are players that they are interested in. So it shows that the Pirates too also want to challenge. And then Mamelodi Sundowns does not seems like they are relaxing. We've heard the rumors that they're also looking for to sign a Nodada from Cape Town City. And we don't know how that is going to unfold. So we'll see as time goes on whether finally Nodada will be signed. Although according to the chairman of Cape Town City, there have never been any contact between Mamelodi Sundowns and Cape Town City. And then as we speak, the last time I checked, he was in Europe. So so he's still on holiday, or I don't know whether it's a business trip. So we'll see whether finally Nodada will join Mamelodi Sundowns. And remember, Nodada is one of those utility midfielder. But if you look at Mamelodi Sundowns, they have quality players. But maybe it's correct. Maybe it's correct for them to go out there and ensure that they get Nodada. Because remember, they are playing internally and also they're going to play in Africa. So that on its own, it's taxing. It's taxing a lot. So so maybe that is the reason why they want to beef up their squad in terms of the midfield. My apologies, I've got a bit of flu. that is really, really giving me a problem. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. I've seen now the new emphasis in football. The new emphasis now, it's midfield, midfield, midfield. So everybody is focusing on building on the midfield. So I don't know, this is a new approach in football. So we will see what's going to happen, whether this will continue and finally have Nodada signing for Mamelodi Sundowns. So my question is, do you agree with Matthew Booth that both Kaizer Chiefs, they are to blame to see the gap between them and Mamelodi Sundowns? So Matthew Booth is not convinced, and I personally, I am still not convinced that it's fair enough. Yes, I agree. Kaizer Chiefs is showing some good signs, but I don't think it's fair for Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs to be lagging behind. But this new season is going to be very interesting, and then we'll watch the space and see whether both Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates will stop the gap that is happening between them and Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's watch, because why I'm saying I'm blaming the two teams, because the two teams are well sponsored. They're well sponsored, so there's no reason why can't they get the quality players. You can't compare them with Marumo Gallants, for instance. You can't compare them with Moroba Swallows, for instance. All right, and then so they are well sponsored, so they need to match that. But we'll see. We'll watch the space. What's going to happen? Yeah. So there's quite a lot that is happening in our football. We know that this morning there will be an announcement by Dr. Ivan Koza. We are told it's a big announcement. I suppose it will be the issue around the first division, whereby Dr. Patrice Motsepe has come in and decided to assist the PSL after what you call the Glad Africa decided not to continue or renew the contract with the PSL. So maybe that's going to be the news, but we'll watch the space. It will be on TV. All of us will be able to see what are the announcement and then take it from there. And then we saw that in England that Cristiano Ronaldo, it is said he didn't attend the first training. All right. Now the reasons were he had to attend personal matters. All right. Apparently still in Portugal, but what really bothered other people was his pictures were seen circulating that he attended the training ground of the national squad in Portugal. So there's some little bit worry. Now the issue is, some people are saying it's a matter of Cristiano. He has already indicated that if they don't qualify for the Champions League, that will make him to think otherwise. And we know that Chelsea are prepared, they're looking at signing him. And then funny enough, I hear that Laporta or management at Barcelona, they also are monitoring that situation. So I'm a little bit worried. I mean, okay, that's my point of view. All right, so they look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, they're not going to get Messi because that guy is not going to make it very simple for them. They'll have to wait until the next season ends. So yeah, and then we also hear the rumors that Neymar is thinking of going back to Barcelona, but probably salary package would be a problem. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. Some people are saying Cristiano, people who are very close to him, they're saying he wants to leave because he's worried about his record of the Champions League. These are rumors, eh? He's worried that Messi will catch up with him. Remember, Cristiano has scored 140 goals in the Champions League and Messi has scored 125. So he's a little bit worried that if he doesn't play the Champions League, knowing Messi, Messi being Messi, I mean, to leave a gap of 15 goals between him and Messi, it's very dicey. And then if Messi wins another Champions League, and then I'm sure they will be now, at level because they will be now 5-5 in terms of the Champions League. So they say he's a little bit worried about that. So that is why he wants to see himself out of Man United. But my feeling, my sense is Cristiano maybe wants to send a message to Man United leadership that you guys, I see you are relaxed, you don't buy any players, I don't see you doing anything. Your ambition is a little bit concern for me. All right, as much as you are going to play in the Europa League, but you know what, you must show that you are ambitious enough by getting quality players. So maybe sending a message to say, guys, please buy quality players. So we'll see what's going to happen. And then we'll see how the fans of Menu going to respond as far as this is concerned in terms of around the world. Are they going to take this very lightly or they'll be happy with what is happening? Yeah, we know that Barcelona, they are still trying to get Rafinha, and then they are neck and neck with Chelsea, but apparently the player was to play for Barcelona instead of Chelsea. So we don't know what's going to happen. So maybe they will finally net Rafinha. But not only that, I'm very much impressed with Laporta, the way he dealt with the situation of Dembele. Dembele apparently now is willing to sign with Barcelona now with a reduced terms now, which is good. That was really, really good for Laporta to stand his ground, to say it's either you sign with a reduced terms or else we let you go. So now Laporta is not under any pressure now to sign Rafinha. If he has Dembele, if Rafinha comes, that will be a bonus. And then we also know that Man United, they have prioritized Frankie de Jong as the main signing for them for this summer season. And then they've offered him a very good money. Apparently, he's going to get something like 250 million euros if he signs with Man United. He'll be one of the highest earners at Man United. So, although the player doesn't want to go to Man United, the player wants to stay at Barcelona, but the talks are ongoing. Barcelona, on the other hand, they are weighing their options, whether to keep him or let him go, because they also want to deal with the issue of the finances, of which now it seems as if they're coming out of those doldrums. So now, although we heard that Laporta said the player is not for sale, the player wants to stay at Barcelona, so they'll make it a point that they help the player to achieve his goal of ensuring that he stays at Barcelona. Yeah, we know that Mamelodi Sundowns are targeting a player, a defender who's currently was with Raja Casablanca, Bautili, and then But unfortunately, we don't know. We hear so many rumors. The team that he was playing for, which is Mohammedia, whom are the people who loaned him to Raja Casablanca, they don't talk well about the player. They talk as if the young man is very ill-disciplined. So I don't know whether Sundowns, if that's true, they really want the player. Do they want that headache to come to them, or what are they thinking? But we'll see what's going to happen. Yeah, we'll watch the space and see what's going to happen. So we saw that if you look at the signings, Arsenal has signed 4 players already. That the highest people who have signed. And then if you look at Man United, the last time I checked, they had not yet signed, except there is a player whom apparently they will get from Ajax. The talks were getting well. So we'll see what's going to happen. But remember, Arsenal, they spent a lot of money in the last summer. So again, we see them now with these 4 players, and if they get the players that they want, Arsenal, they could also be spending more. Remember, one of the issues that we used to complain about was Arsenal are not prepared to spend, and then as a result, that is why they always play second fiddle. But now, this is a statement from Arsenal that, look, we are behind Arteta, we believe in his project, so that is why they make a point that they sign players for him. If they want players, they want to go out there and sign. But unfortunately, it seems as if Rafinha is out of their reach, because Rafinha seems not to be interested to go there to go and play for them. But remember, as I always say, you know, the principle of the big R are all those positive English words that start with R, one of them being relationship. Now, if you look at the movement of Jesus to Arsenal, you could understand that maybe during the time of Arteta, while he was still with Man City, so that has made this movement very easy because of that relationship. And then even if you can also look at what is happening between Man United and Ajax, you can see transferring players between the 2 teams is not a problem. It looks like the relationship between the 2 teams are well. So as a result, it makes things easy. So now relationship plays a major role. So that is why they believe as Man United that finally they'll be able to bank to get Frankie de Jong because of the relationship that he has with the coach. So we'll see what's going to happen. Remember, Eric Eriksen has already signed with Man United, and now you could also attribute that to the relationship. Remember, immediately after that incident where he nearly had a terrible accident, and then to recover, he decided to go and train with Ajax. So I'm sure he has built a relationship with Heng Ten, the coach of Man United. So that relationship has come to fruition because he has already agreed to sign with Man United. So I mean, Christian Eriksen. So that shows how important the relationship is. So it's all about who you know and how do you know each other. So that enables things to happen. So those are the news. I don't know whether there's any other thing that you'd like to discuss with me. And then it looks like tonight or today, I'll have only one show with you instead of 2. So because, you know, this thing of load shedding, it's really making us, things difficult. As a result, you cannot even, plan 2 shows because You don't know, electricity will go while we are still doing the show or while we are still editing. So those are some of the problems that we encounter. So as a result, I think I'll be moving on now to the usual Messi Special so that, yeah, we can share with you, the greatness of this player. I just wanted to share some few things as far as this is concerned on the Messi Special. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything to share. I think I will start with Ronaldinho talking about Messi. Let's see. This is the first one that I will share. Ronaldinho says comparing Leo Messi with any player is a crime. He could have retired at the age of 25 as the greatest player of all time. That's Ronaldinho, and we know who Ronaldinho is. Ronaldinho is a great player himself. So he says Messi could have retired at the age of 25, and he could have been still regarded as the best player, of all time. So I don't know what's your take about that. And then let me also bring this argument that I normally bring. Let's look again, Messi and Ronaldo. Ballon d'Ors, Messi is at 7, Ronaldo is at 5. FIFA best player, Messi is at 6, Ronaldo is at 5. And then European Golden Boot, Messi is at 6, Ronaldo is at 4. World best playmaker, Messi is at 4, Ronaldo is at 0. Trophies, Messi is at 40, Ronaldo is at 34, which is not bad. It's only six trophies. And then man of the match awards, well, there Messi is ruling there. He's got 327, whereas Ronaldo's got 178. And then FIFA best player, Messi's got about or UEFA 3, Ronaldo's got 4. So yeah, so those are the news. And when it comes to top goal scorer, we know that Ronaldo is currently leading as far as top goal scorer is concerned. So that's the story between Lionel Messi and Ronaldo that I wanted to share with you. And then let's see. The other news that I would love to share as far as the Messi Special is concerned, and then so that yeah, we move on. Let's see. Yeah, remember now that most of the teams are coming back. They're starting to train. We know that they've already started some of the teams. And while I'm still there, let me also indicate that just a minute, what happened now? While we are still there, I must also indicate that PSG have appointed a coach. So in other words, we don't have, what's his name again? He's not there anymore. Pochettino, it's gone. It's no more at PSG. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. Well, I don't know what's your take about that one, whether it was a good move or it was a hush-hush because they want to win the Champions League. I think it's a question of being frustrated. They don't get the Champions League, so as a result, so maybe this was a very rash decision that was made. But if you ask me, I also wanted him to, to leave Pochettino because I don't think he was adding any value. I think the team was too big for him as far as I'm concerned. So as a result, I don't see any problem. Now, let me share this with you. I want to show you Messi when it comes to the goal scoring. You know, the man is not competing with the teams only. He competes with. Doesn't compete with the players only. He now competes with the teams. Now, in 2012, Lionel Messi scored 91 goals, and then Dortmund scored 88. And then that's 2012. Chelsea scored 87, PSG 86, Man United 85, Cristiano Ronaldo 63, Falcao 50, uh, and then Ibrahimovic 50, and then Cavani 44. That's in 2012. So these are some of the records which will be difficult to be broken. That is why we say this guy is he's not only the GOAT now, he's the GOAT, the all-time GOAT, the all-time great. It's going to take years and years for people to break his records. It's like Pele's record of winning 3 World Cup. That that record is going to hang in there for a while. There's a long way for maybe Mbappe can do that. Remember, Mbappe has already won 1 World Cup. So if he wins another 2, so Mbappe has stand a chance maybe to break that record. But it's a very, very serious record. My name is the Saubrey Boyz, Walefatshe from TBR Solution Sports Forum. And then it was nice having you. Thank you very much. I see the number is climbing in terms of subscription. Continue to subscribe. I thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz, Walefatshe from the Big R or TBR Solution. One of the companies owned by TBR Solution is the Big R Financial Services, an authorized financial service provider. I'm sure you have noticed that the past few months or so, we've seen a lot of deaths, and those deaths are attributed to mental illness. Mental illness can be caused by anything, can be caused by stress, depression, and stress and depression can be caused by a number of things, lack of finances, or financial problem, or social problem, or marital problem. So they cause all those problems. We in the financial sector, we see it almost now and again because we work with various organizations like GPF, Independent Fund Organization. But while I'm still there, let me stress, we don't have a formal relationship with GPF, but we work with them because most of our people are from there. Now, working with those people, you know very well that people who are working for the government, they're expected to retire at the age of 60 and above, right? If you retire earlier than that, then you are being penalized by GPF. And sometimes people say, no, I need money. So what do? They resign. They say, no, let the money go to my bank account. Once you do that, you are tax heavy. So you need to bear that in mind, okay? But now, let's say for argument's sake, you are 55 as we speak and above, and you are contemplating of either resigning or going on pension in the next 3 months or so, just drop us a WhatsApp so that we help you to expedite for your payment. Because according to the GPF rules and pension fund law, once a client or a member receive an SMS that they've received your forms, that means they have 60 days to complete the process. And mind you, the 60 days is a maximum. It doesn't mean it has to take 60 days. It's a maximum. Now, sometimes we see people that don't get their money for 2 to 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, even more, or a year or so. And then there, the problem could emanate either from the GPF side, employer side, a member himself. So what do? We try to expedite that process by making sure that we understand the workings of GPF. If it's a member, we help him to do the right thing. The same with GPF, the same with employer organization. Now, remember, as I have already said, that with GPF, it's 60 and above. Now, And then we say, if you're 55 or more, you can contact us. And another good element is this, with the fund that we are working with, there is a whole lot of flexibility. You can decide how much you earn. That's how flexible it is. And if, let's say, you pass on, you and your spouse, you can nominate anyone. You are not limited to your immediate family, like your biological children or an officially adopted children. Remember, even your children, they can benefit uh, as long as they're 22 and below. But with us, it doesn't matter. They can be above 22, they can be your elders, or they will still benefit because you nominated them. And then we try by all means that when we take the money from GPF and invest with credible fund organization, we try by all means that you are list text, all right? And then, and even you are not punished because you are not taking the money, because you are taking to another fund. So which means an independent and credible fund. So it means that there's no need to tax you more. So those are some of the advantages that are there. So you need to bear that in mind. And then if you want to know more, just drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp number. Then we'll call you back. You don't have to call us. We'll call you back and see how can we expedite it. I thank you.